So I've filmed this video now. We can see the sign that says you are entering the EU. EU stands officially for European Union. I would say a name like European Underworld would be more appropriate. And so we are standing in a way in a place of anarchy. I recently asked him, it's more like an anarcho-socialist, he said it's more an anarchic place, Christiania, where I'm standing here. And yes, in a way it's true, because the laws are not made through a parliament or through a central institution, but the rules that govern Christianias are made into their, they call them flat democracy. So essentially everyone is coming together and is called again over there, meeting and deciding upon such rules as having no private motorcycles, having no guns, no hard drugs. Yeah, so we just came from the sightseeing trip here as a guided tour through Christiania. And Christiania now to me is a place of, it's a hybrid between anarchy and socialist system. So again, they have no central leader here, but they have some, I would say, elders which represent the Christiania to the state outside. So there's no real forcing, but again there are commonsensical rules that make sense, and that is probably the beauty of it. And no surprise that the crime rate here in Christiania is actually lower than the crime rate in Copenhagen, which is already very low. So that's remarkable, and this makes sense because these rules are sensical rules that are created here and not arbitrary rules, paper laws like in the States. So it's a very nice thing that they do. Some of the hard things is they actually no longer really allowed to have drugs here. They still sell drugs, but this is kind of a semi-legal status. They have to pay taxes now, unfortunately. It's not free anymore. And they pay for their garbage disposal, water and electricity to the outside state. And the inside is more like a, I would say, the economy is more like a socialist economy, because the people here, they pay also 1,000 krones a month or 1,100 krones a month, and for that they can live here in the houses for free. They probably get their electricity for free as well.
No, he said that they warm up the houses and make the water supply and everything by themselves on their own expense.
It's on their own expense. Yeah. I see. So the 1,000 include then rent and essentially taxes for Christiania.
Yeah, I think for roads and gardens and
gardens.
Maintaining the
gardeners,
the commune,
the shore and the lake there. So well, that's still a socialistic idea. So property is owned by nobody or by the rules, and it's not owned individually. And you can see it actually yourself, because the maintenance of the roads is not really nice. You have potholes there, curb everywhere. So this is a typical sign of communal ownership of things. But what I found really remarkable is that they have negotiation power. Negotiation power with the state. And they say the state-side agreement is, yes, they're allowed to live here still and get certain privileges, but they're forced again already to pay taxes. And the way their negotiation power comes from is through their publicity. So there are lots of visitors coming here every year. It's famous all over Europe, maybe worldwide. And because of the visitor and the attention, the state will be, the Danish state will be, see themselves hard pressed to shut down this place. It would be a big tourist attraction less in Copenhagen. And Christiania is the third most popular touristic place after Tivoli and someplace else.
And Little Mermaid, the kind of symbol of...
The Little Mermaid, the Danish mermaid.
Yeah, Denmark.
Yeah, so that's an interesting part. And of course, I have this idea is popular for me because if you create anarcho society or free market society, you very soon will run into a conflict with established state around. So you need to have some bargaining powers, and here the idea came that PR is a substantial bargaining power. Always such as economic money and economic goods are bargaining power. What they completely left out is about protection, private protection here from the state. And the state is the greatest enemy here to Christiania, and they do not have anything like police or something which does against the police that the state sends in here. So, but still, it's a good experiment, and I love this place because it's a way to socially experiment with societies. And we see from here what things are that work, which things that don't work. Things which work is like peace and safety and adherence to rules, commonsensical rules. Which doesn't work is it looks kind of dirty. So, I think I know why. But okay, so let's make the end. So thank you very much for watching, and this is again Christiania in Copenhagen.